Hello friends, welcome to Geeta's Kitchen. This new week our theme is Kitchen Basics. These are basics for absolute beginners and bachelors, and many of my friends, children, they ask me, Amma, why don't you show us how to make filter coffee? The authentic traditional South Indian Kaapi as we call it, or filter coffee. Now for this you need this gadget, which is a coffee filter, which has three parts. This is the lid, this is the upper one, and this is the lower container. What we do, we add the coffee powder in this upper container. This is a perforated container. So, and then we add the hot water so that the decoction percolates through it and collects in the lower container. This I have been using for many years. Powder, you need to buy roast and ground pure coffee powder, not instant coffee powder. And I remember in my childhood, my mother used to buy coffee seeds, roast it at home, and last thing before going to bed, we used to take turns in turning the coffee grinder machine, which was fixed onto a table. Today nobody has time for those things. You just buy the coffee powder off the shelf, but remember to keep it in a tightly covered box so that you don't lose the flavor. Now, how much coffee powder do I add? For this, if you are making coffee for 2 persons, I take 3 tablespoons of coffee powder. Say roughly 1.5 tablespoons per head. So for 2 people, I have taken 3 tablespoons of coffee powder in this, and then just lightly press it with the back of the spoon. Next, people take 1 cup of water and boil it. The water has to come to a rolling boil. Do not add lukewarm water. It must come to a rolling boil when you add the water to the coffee filter to get a good decoction, to get a good brew. You get coffee with different percentages of coffee and chicory depending on the flavor which you like. You can choose according to your taste. And this is milk and sugar. These are what we will require for making the coffee. So once it comes to a boil, I will pour it into the filter. Now it has come to a rolling boil. Now slowly pour it over this coffee which you have placed, coffee powder which is there in the filter. It should come till about 3/4 full, and close it. Don't touch it or move it, just leave it. Meanwhile, take the milk in a vessel, preferably whole milk, and allow the milk to come to a boil. See, now the milk is coming to a boil. When it comes to a boil, you can switch it off. Always use fresh milk and fresh decoction to get a really good coffee. Let's see how it's 10 minutes. Let's see how see, the water has filtered through it, and carefully remove this. It will be very hot to handle, and pour out your decoction. There, you got lovely. Can get the aroma of decoction. It's really inviting. What you have to do next is take about 1/4 cup of decoction into a tumbler. Traditionally, coffee is served. This is a tumbler and this is a davra. In steel, it can be in brass. Generally, we have steel. This is tumbler and davra. And then coffee should not be very sweet. Really good coffee should have slight bitterness. So I just add 1 teaspoon. If you like it very sweet, you can add 1.5 or 2 teaspoons. That's left to your taste. And to this, just remove the cream and add the hot boiling milk. So 1/4 cup of decoction, 3/4 cup of milk, and to dissolve the sugar, this is how we do it. Don't transfer it too many times. It will become cold. Your coffee should be steaming hot. Yeah. So every morning, steaming hot filter coffee you can enjoy and share with your family also. Please do try it out. Share your recipes with your family and subscribe to Geeta's Kitchen for more such basic recipes. Thank you.